Hello, everybody, and welcome to Ring Post Radio, the only podcast that has always and forever been on Tuesday. I'm your host, Ryan Knightsey, and with me, as always, is the man, the myth, the legend, Atlanta's own Scotty. Scotty, welcome back to the show. How are you doing today? Representing A-Town down over here.
You said it again. I'm doing good. I'm happy to be here. Happy to do this on a Tuesday for once.
Yeah.
You know, despite that being our new day, probably no one knows that we're actually on, and we're an hour early, so we still couldn't nail the whole.
That's true. I didn't even think about that.
Still couldn't nail the whole thing, but hey, happy to be here. Happy to talk about whatever we're talking about today. Shouldn't be that difficult of a show, so
No, we
that's
got
fun.
pretty much like three big topics to hit to talk about. Talking about the Wrestling Observer Awards, talking about Grand Slam Australia Down Under, talking about A-Town Down Under, Scotty. No, that's right. We're doing a whole section on Austin Theory and Grayson Waller today with a little deep dive on that tag team.
That
and then, of course,
terrible.
CMLL New Japan Fantastica Mania is starting up tomorrow morning. For us here in the States, I guess tonight for those in Japan. Either way, we are.
How many people listen to this that are in Japan?
Well, should I pull up the old Red Circle analytics to find out what our Japanese audience is? Small.
No.
Have to imagine it's small. I imagine there's at least. I'm going to say at least one. At least.
He says,
yeah.
Woman.
At least one. Gotta be at least one. I'm happy we're doing the show today. Again, thank you everybody for listening to us. Thank you everybody for watching us. Maybe you're watching us. Maybe you just saw the notification hit your phone and you're like, oh, I've just sat down for dinner. I'm going to watch a movie. No. Screw movies. Listen to the best wrestling secret movie podcast there is. Of course, Ring Post Radio. That's currently on right now. We have less than 1% of our listenership is in Japan. So shout out to those roughly 4 people in Japan. Shouts out.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Perfect. All right. Well, let's get to the show going. We're going to start off talking about the Wrestling Observer Awards. Those were announced on Friday of this past week. This is, of course, the 2025 voted on by readers of the Wrestling Observer Awards. And, of course, Scotty, in classic wrestling internet fashion, people saw the awards, saw the results, and had normal responses. And it hasn't. And, Scotty, I want to be clear. Not only the responses were normal, they did not go on for, I believe, 5 days, as we're in now. Day 5.
Still going. I saw Booker T cried about it today too. So.
Oh, what did Booker T say about it? I saw the MJF defense for Booker T.
He called like Meltzer like a loser or something. I don't know, something lame.
That's fair. That's, I guess, his own right. He wasn't just that's my favorite part of it all is that like it's always Meltzer's a loser, even though it's like arguably he has 1 vote over at least 1,000 voters.
Yeah.
Forget what the like most.
It's funny that way though, so just leave it.
Yeah, like roughly 1,000 voters. Like it's just a little. It's over 1,000. Probably it's definitely over 1,000. I just don't know how much. I guess I have to look at the 1 point votes, the category B's, to get an idea. But yeah, so normal reactions, normal things from the wrestling universe. Obviously, we didn't hear much of those normal reactions.
It's like it's the same thing with the PWI list. It's all the same. It's all doesn't. Well, I mean, it's not the same because at least like more than 1,000 people voted on this one. PWI list is thrown together, not by 1,000 people, but
it's like a panel of like 10-ish people, if I recall.
Yeah, but you get my point. Like it's all of it just is going to create reactions no matter what. If WWE swept it, it would have created like it's
what 2 years ago when WWE swept it. Practically.
WWE crunched it a year or 2 ago, and this year they did it because they didn't deserve to. So it's like, who cares? Like that's how this goes.
Yeah. But yeah, a lot of normal responses out there. A lot of people 2 years ago were cool with the awards and saying even their readers are smart enough to know. And 2 years later, the reader, Dave Meltzer's a menace to society. So that's the classic fashion. But
If
who
they
cares about
listen
that
to
stuff?
the Observer, but if they listen to the Observer, they'll know that Brian loves WWE compared to everything that won.
Oh, I know. So we'll talk about a little bit of the awards here and just give a little bit of thoughts. Obviously, we've already talked about at length about like 2025 and all these sort of things, but we'll just sort of like talk about the sort of. I think I'll talk about like the top 5 at least for like the category A's, and then just we can talk about like, some of the winners category. We'll go through this fairly quickly, I think. But the big news items, obviously, are the Category A awards. And that is, of course, starting off with the Wrestler of the Year, the Luthez Ric Flair Award. This accounts for, like, not just in ring, but all over the place. Of course, your Luthez winner is none other. Scotty, I think there's only one person that can tell us who the winner is, and that is, of course.
Yes, I'm happy. I'm happy, Mystico. Yes, yes, I'm happy. Yes.
And that is, of course, a live reaction to Scotty in the moment on Friday. Mystico, I'm happy, Mystico. That is, of course,
I was happy.
Mystico takes number 1, number 2, Adam Page, 3,
Wrong.
4, Saya Kamatani, and 5, John Cena. The top 5.
Shout out John. Shout out
John, the biggest WWE name on here. Which is wild because I think a lot of the issues with WWE were surrounding John, but hey, I mean, he pulled through, I guess.
I'm not going to have like massive opinions on most of these, but I will say Mystico is correct.
Mystico is correct. Mystico has been correct since like June of last year. Like Mystico has been correct for months.
When you do that business as the guy every single week, every single month, it's just like that's what that award's for.
Yeah, it's not just in ring, it is the full package. It's drawing, if anything, it's mic work.
It's barely in ring. It's more everything else, like drawing especially. Like that's the biggest thing that award does. I mean, as someone in the Joshi circles, I know a lot of people are pulling for Saya Kamatani. I just want to say I did not vote in these awards, so no one can attack me. I did not do it. Like those were always the top 2 options, but Mystico was undeniable. CML had record business; they had a record year, and I think it'll show, when you get to promotion of the year and such. And then I have a great take to share once you get there. So continue.
Well, you said wrong immediately to Adam Page, and I'm having to assume that it's in regard to you believe you're one of the few people. One of the people that say that Saya Kamatani should have been a little bit higher. I will say, like, Mystico, obviously 3,000 points in vote.
Yeah, no, I'm fine.
First thing,
no,
just real quickly. Saya Kamatani, Moxley, and Adam Page are practically all 100 points apart from each other. Saya Kamatani 1,400, John Moxley 1,500, Adam Page 1,600. Like they're pretty close together.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just sharing my opinion. I think, in terms of record business, it's hard to point to either AEW guy necessarily, but for Stardom, it's easier to point to one person, And when both companies, CMLL and Stardom, do record business, you point to those people. It's funnier with a Hangman got so much of it because, like, notably when he became world champion, nothing happened. Moxley, I'm not going to fight though, because it turned out to be like, a big year because of that reign, and despite the many things we said, in the early part, it all paid off to the biggest moment of the year. So
it's sort of interesting that Mox and Cena are both within top 5 to me. Not much of a take, but just sort of like they both had months of this year that were critically panned commercially, even not doing too well, slowing things down, and that they're still within the top 5 wrestlers of the year.
Hell yeah, baby! It's a Cena way. John Moxley should be proud. He's learned from John Cena.
And to the point of Saya Kamatani being a 4th, I think 4th is still
really good,
incredibly solid. Because at a certain point, you're also talking about fighting exposure. Like Mystico, obvious number 1. Anyone voting in this that doesn't vote for Mystico is sadly mistaken. Page and Moxley and Cena, these are all exposure. WWE, AEW. Saya Kamatani getting above WWE, to me, that's monstrous.
Yeah, I mean, I think Dave said it before. Like, there wasn't a time you could vote for like Toyota, but like she was the highest once upon a time. He did say like she would have won a few years, but in terms of like actual awards given, this is the highest a woman's been since I think Toyota. So still a massive deal, and still a great thing. Still a great thing to see.
if you're upset that she's on second, I get it, but at the same time, it's like I think this is
I'm
massive.
not gonna lose sleep over not being second because at the end of the day, she didn't win. So it's like, you know, and the right person won. So again, I don't really care that much.
Yeah.
She won like a bunch of other awards that I think are just important in kind of establishing her year. So that's good too.
Exactly. Most outstanding wrestler, top 5. Konosuke Takeshita takes the top spot with over 3,000 points. That followed by Bandito, Kyle Fletcher, Will Ospreay, and Sari.
Will Ospreay being on that list is very funny.
Very strange that he is on this list. Actually.
I think like people that voted were just like, "Well, I liked Ospreay this year, right?"
He was great. I mean, he was like probably like on track to have like another really great year for Will Ospreay.
But he missed half the year.
But then he missed half the year.
So like that's that say a lot about like everyone else that didn't rank in the top 5 that he's there. I have no problem with Bandito and Takeshita being top 2.
Exactly.
I think that was probably a coin toss. I'm not shocked Takeshita won considering how it feel like he started so well early. He was never going to lose it type thing, you know?
Yeah. Oh
So
yeah.
I think that did him a lot of good.
What I find also interesting here is that number 10 is Mystico, which I find that interesting is that like he takes number 1 wrestler of the year for Luthez Award and then number 10 for most outstanding wrestler. So again, like kind of what you're talking about is like it's not necessarily in-ring work per se. Obviously it is, it's for someone.
Well, it 10th, helps. Not to be dog shit is important here. Yes.
Yeah. Whereas like on Luthez Award, Takeshita was 7th, Bandito was 9th. So it's like it's all these sort of things at play. I find interesting. Tag Team of the Year, top 5, Young Bucks, FTR, Brody King and Bandito, Sky Team, and Knockout Brothers, Oscar and Yudo Ice. Again, we've talked about what's that? Young Bucks? Yes, Young Bucks got the win. I think that's truly just exposure. I think it's like Sky Team and Knockout Brothers.
There wasn't a knockout pick for what it's worth.
Unless knockout pick.
Well, no, they were only there for 3 months.
Yeah, but again, we talked about this at length before. It's like the fact that they were there for 3 months and they ranked 5th overall.
This year they're winning, by the way. I'm going to put that down right here. This year they're winning.
Yeah, I
don't see a world where they don't win.
Knock on wood, unless something tragic happens, they're winning this year. They're winning.
Unless something tragic happened or tag team wrestling like transcends the entire world,
which it will not.
It will not. I think that's good. El Sky T would have been my pick for what it's worth.
Yeah, I agree. And even by the way, Scotty, even if something tragic happens, Will Ospreay ranked 4th best most outstanding wrestler. So I think even they just have to make it through half the year and they can rank in the top 5. So we'll see how it goes. Best on interviews, best mic work, top 10, Adam Page, Jon Moxley, Tony Storm, CM Punk, and MJF. I really have nothing to say here other than it's all the AEW people except for Punk.
See, that award was like, wow, promos suck. I was like, this is our top 5?
I wonder if there's any
give a better option.
I wonder if there's any thought of the Adam Page getting the win due to the CMLL promo he cut.
That's the only promo I remember from last year, so probably.
That's pretty good case. Pretty good case immediately made.
Yeah, but have we considered we should have voted Mystico for that?
He's
Wait a minute.
Not even in the not notables.
So the only promo I remember this year so far is the Yudo Ice one after the New Year Dash show. Mm-hmm. So I hope that means he wins.
Here we go, baby. Let's go.
Let's get high tonight, baby.
Promotion of the year.
That's what he says.
Promotion of the year, number 1, CMLL, followed by AEW, Stardom, WWE, and New Japan.
Yeah, I mean, 3 of those were locks.
Yeah.
New Japan, WWE, and AEW are always going to get in there, right? They're always going to get in there. They're also always going to be like probably in the conversation for worst promotion. Because
it's also like it's like the top 5 promotions. Like right after that is TNA. You know what I mean? It's like
right.
Those are the big promotions. So yeah,
those are the big ones. So I have this wonderful take. So CMLL deserves it again. Same with the Mystical thing. But we need to stop this trend where promotions just immediately say, well, we want promotion of the year. Let's just go downhill immediately. Because I saw the Super Viernes card for this week. And listen, I know Fantastica Mania is
I was
happening,
about to say a lot of the roster's gone for
I know.
Fantastica Mania.
but that doesn't mean you bring in Johnny Nitro and Daniel Garcia.
They've already brought in Johnny Nitro previously. He wrestled
bring him
Flip
back.
Gordon already.
Yeah, he sure did.
CMLL's own Flip Gordon.
I've said this before. I've said this. I'll say it again, just one more time. CMLL fans are losing. I also Josh Alexander versus oh my god, who is it? Oh, it's Finge. That match is going to be awful.
Oh, that's for the title, right?
Yeah, for the Maple Leaf Pro title, I guess. I'm just going to say this. I know a lot of Lucha fans. I know CMLL fans. I read it. I see it. I would like them to stop this trend that is seemingly happening because a lot of people don't seem happy with this promotion. Now, I will say this: we have Fantastica Mania to celebrate, so like it's gonna make up for it, right?
Agreed.
I just
When you say that people are upset, are you talking about like the sort of the thing that's been happening really for years, but definitely because I think the AEW of it all, and like probably like New Japan fans feel the same way of like AEW gets priority over CMLL wrestlers. Are you talking about that?
yeah, that's the big one, and like it's not even that they get priority; it's also they're just bringing in the Ring of Honor crew.
Yeah.
Like, I think people could live with priority of like a Moxley, right? Like, yeah, that's fine. But Johnny Canseco, Daniel Garcia.
Thank you for giving him his proper name, by the way.
Yeah, I apologize. The Geeks, like the Geek Squad should not be beating Soberano or something like that. Like
Agreed.
that's not correct.
And that's also a good point. It's like there should be at least a tier within CMLL that doesn't seem like that necessarily exists.
Well, I did see someone have a great tweet. They're like, I like how CML is like getting the elite of stardom to come over. So like last year they had Hazuki, now Starlight Kid, May Sarah, and Micah are going over for the all women's show.
Yeah.
But like when it comes to AEW, they're like, yeah, give us Johnny Canseco and Daniel Garcia and Josh Alexander. That'll get us. And it's like, yeah, they can fix that. They definitely can fix that. I mean, I would like I don't have as much of a problem because I don't watch every minute of every show and everything like that. But I understand why people have a problem because I do think, again, you don't want to see these like big stars losing to guys who aren't even on AEW Collision, let alone like Dynamite.
Yeah. And look,
as one of my friends said, they said this isn't even AEW Collision, it's AEW Collision 0 Hour. That's who they're sending in. And I was like, oh.
I wonder if also part of it is that like we obviously know AEW is going to have a big part of the March show for CMLL. Yeah. So I wonder if it's like we're going to send over people, we're not going to send over any big names because we're saving them for March. Which I mean, I get, but still,
yeah, I understand sending people for right now too, but like it's been happening, so it's even when they were there. So
exactly.
Best promotion of the year,
best weekly TV show. We don't have much to say this. I'm just going to say the number one winner was Dynamite.
I think this award shouldn't exist.
Yeah, I think it's boring. I think it's like, so boring.
They just pick the same thing every year. It's like
this has been Dynamite since 2019, since its debut.
And what was it before that? NXT?
It was NXT for 1 year, and then it was New Japan for 2, and then it was NXT for 3. So then now we're in 2012, so I'm not gonna bother.
No offense, Dave. This is a useless award.
Yeah, I think it's
just two companies.
Yeah, it's just
like it's not. It's nothing else.
Yeah, I think it's just boring, is what it is. Exactly. Pro wrestling match of the year. This is of course the best wrestling match. I'll give you the top 5. Number 1 was Kenny Omega versus Gabe Kidd in the Dome. It's like the Dome asterisk on January 5th. Bandito followed by Bandito versus Takeshita for Ring of Honor. Adam Page versus John Moxley at All In Texas. Mystico versus MJF on the Anniversario show. And then Adam Page versus Will Ospreay, I want to say at Double or Nothing. I think that's a solid top 5.
This is probably the award that I can understand people get mad at because, like, there's other companies that exist. And this is very everyone. I know one CMLL technically, but it is MJF. So I understand, like, it here. But at the end of the day, I don't care enough because it's not gonna ruin my day. Hopefully it doesn't ruin anyone else's day, but
Well,
Twitter says it
we're
is.
on day 5, Scotty. It has
Yeah.
ruined people's days.
Yeah,
Number
plural's
6.
crazy.
Number 6. Speaking of thinking right outside, I'm just going to point this out. Saya Kamatani versus Tam Nakano, number 6 ranked there.
See, if I'm Dave, I'm just lying to make that 5.
Exactly.
You know.
We'll quickly go through the category Bs. I'm just going to say the number 1 person, unless something else is notable. United States Canada MVP John Moxley.
That's funny because Hangman got second in the Luthes.
He got third here after John Cena.
He's damn right.
Which I sort of get. Like to me, it's like the MVP. Some people, when they think of like the Luthez winner or the wrestler of the year, they are like that should be like it should be 1-to-1. Like if best wrestler of the year was like Takeshita or something, then Takeshita should win this. Or like Adam Page ranked higher. Why is Adam Page ranked lower here? To me, the MVP isn't necessarily like the person who I'm voting as like the best wrestler of the year. I'm thinking more of like who is the person that like is the glue that holds this promotion together for a year. Like I think like last year I voted for like Mark Briscoe. I was like, this guy is just like the MVP because you put him in any spot and he's going to be great.
Yeah, that's fair.
And so Moxley, I sort of understand. The Koichi Yoshizawa Award for Japanese MVP is Saya Kamatani, slam dunk.
Yeah, I don't know who else could have even.
Half the amount of points was Tanahashi, and of course the points here are just votes because it's a 1-to-1 thing.
Right.
Mexico MVP Mystico, obviously. Europe MVP Michael Oku. I mean, not necessarily obviously, but just sort of like, I mean, yeah, who else?
That's just people being like, I don't know anyone else.
name one UK wrestler.
Can't, won't.
The Hodge Award, which is the non-heavyweight MVP, this is the junior award, goes to Mystico, which, I mean, come on. Cruiserweight, light, non-heavyweight. Come on, he's light heavyweight. He's bulked up a little bit. He's light heavyweight. That should count. Get Mystico out of here. That's category fraud. Category fraud, folks.
That's crazy.
Women's wrestling MVP, Saya Kamatani, again, slam dunk.
Who's 2?
2 was Toni Storm.
All right, man.
I guess, hold on. Maybe there is a notable point here. 2 was Toni Storm. 3 was Mercedes Moné. Mercedes Moné, I feel like was the women's wrestler of the year outside of Saya Kamatani. I get that. But she is incredibly low. Even she's behind Toni Storm. She did get some votes for wrestler of the year, like 4th. Like the 4th.
I'm gonna say it. Let me say it. I don't understand the infatuation with Toni Storm. I do not get it. I don't get it.
What do you mean?
Like, I feel like I saw the award. I saw her win best gimmick, and I'm like, what am I missing? And it's been like this for years now. It's not like a brand new thing for me. I don't know how in the world she's number 2. I don't get it. She held the belt for a long time. Does that mean it was good? No. People hold belts for a long time all the time. That doesn't necessarily mean it was good.
Mercedes held the belt for a long time too. Famously.
But Mercedes had like a notable year. I forgot Toni Storm was even champion last year. Until we just talked about it. And I'm remembering she was champion for the whole year because I remember she beat Mercedes and I said, why? Like, I don't know, man. I think sometimes with these awards, and this is not just these awards, it's all awards, people just go to what's comfortable rather than what's correct.
That might be fair. And maybe that's also the sliding doors, is that Toni Storm beat Mercedes at all in Texas. So Toni Storm wins, not wins, but gets second overall above Mercedes here.
Dude, Mercedes was treated like the world champion for every step of that. I just want that to be remembered.
I agree. Feud of the year, Adam Page versus John Moxley. Best box office draw. This is the one that Dave votes for. No one else. John Cena. Sure.
You're damn right. You're damn right.
Maybe an argument for Mystico, but I get it. That's a Dave answer, I guess.
I do like that Dave's just like, this is mine.
This is mine. Yeah, if you're gonna blame Dave for anything, it's best box office draw, and he gives it to WWE. Most improved, Harley Cameron.
Yeah, that's crazy. That entire list is
Should I go through the
crazy.
whole list?
For different, yeah, go for the whole list.
So I'll start at number 10. Yuta
Top
Ice.
5. Oh, you can do the. People didn't even know how he wrestled before this year.
Right? Number 9, Hina.
That's fair. All right, good game.
Number 8, Defunto. My guy, Defunto.
What's
Okay,
up?
most improved. Yeah. He popped off. Number 7, Obafemi. I don't know about that.
Was he bad?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. Continue.
Number 6, Dominic Mysterio. I can see people voting for it, but I
Sure,
wouldn't necessarily
I
go for it.
guess. I mean, that's again more of an improvement than I don't know what Harley Cameron's definitely improved. Continue.
This one I fully disagree with because it's not about improvement; it's about exposure. Number 5, Kevin Knight.
Yeah, that's crazy. He's always been good.
He's always been great. It's just he got exposed more. Number 4, Marina Shafir.
I mean, has she improved? Or do people just like her now?
How much has she wrestled in 2020? She definitely has been wrestling more.
But it feels the same.
I mean, she was a standout of the women's blood and guts match, as we all recall.
I don't know if that means most improved, but hey.
She had 27 matches in 2025. Sure. What else we got here? Number 3, Kendall Gray. I don't know if that's I know you were a big fan of that, but like I don't know if that's most improved because
couldn't tell you how good she was before this.
She like popped up on the screen this year.
Again, I think it's exposure like Kevin Knight. I think it's they gave the person a shot more than anything. Because people I know said she was a prospect before this year, and then it was more they just put her on NXT now. So I don't. Again, it's a award where I think people are just going like, you can't give Rookie of the Year, so we're just going to call him most improved.
Exactly. Number 2, fucking wild, Kyle Fletcher.
Yeah, okay.
This one's crazy. This one, absurd.
I don't even know. I don't know why he's on the list. I don't really understand how Harley Cameron won, but it doesn't help that the rest of the list makes me very confused to begin with.
Who's your guess? Who would you, if you had to vote, who would you vote?
I mean, I would have picked someone not an AEW WWE. Like that would have been my list. Like I would have, like I think Defunto is a good shout. I think Hina's a good shout. Like I think there's a lot of wrestlers outside that I've watched a lot of that are way more actual improvements than these wrestlers. You know, like once upon a time, Mina Shirakawa was a great shout for that. Remember, like a few years ago, she was a fantastic shout for that. I think we are forgetting what improvement means. Not raising up the card, but just getting better.
Can I real quickly go through the honorable mentions?
Oh, please.
And just
yeah,
just give me a yes or no on like short, like sure or no, whatever.
Serving to get a vote.
Yeah.
Okay.
Braun Breaker.
No.
JC Jane.
Yeah, no, that one makes sense.
That one makes sense.
Why is she not in the top 10?
I don't know.
Javon Evans. Javon has always been good. What the fuck?
Maxine Dupree.
Oh no.
No. Trick Williams. I don't know.
I mean, is he better than he used to be? I don't really know.
I don't think so. Callum Newman.
That makes sense.
Again, I get votes for him.
Has he improved that much? I don't know, but like
he's improved, so I get like honorable mention.
Which compared to other people on this list is a big step.
Gabe Kidd.
He got worse.
Victoria Yuzuki.
That's correct.
Bandito.
That's just correct.
That's fucking crazy, dude. that one gets me going.
You just broke my brain for a second. I was still on the Yuzuki thing. I was like, that's a good vote. And then you said Bandito. I was like, what? What do you mean most improved? Bandito was always good.
Bandito's been great for years now. For like the Ring of Honor days, he was great.
Yeah, where were you in Ring of Honor and the no fans part? You know, like we were.
We have a couple more. Rena.
Yeah, that's true.
Speaking of mind melting one, Scotty, Ricochet.
Oh my god. Okay.
It's like Ricochet's been around for like I don't know, 2 decades at this point.
Yeah,
it's like what are we improving? The character of Ricochet? Is that what it is?
Like he's improved in position.
Sure.
I guess. Whatever.
Megan Bain. Sure.
What?
It's the
She didn't
stardom. The
change
stardom
from
year.
when she was in Stardom.
The stardom year is the most improved spot.
That's not this year.
I know. I don't forget what year that was, but that was the year where she showed
like
up.
she has not improved since she was in Stardom. She is at that level. Whatever.
Kenta.
You could just. That's funny because
he is on the Hall of Fame this year, and he got 10 votes for him, most improved.
Like this guy notably just tried again, and they're like, "Yep, that's the most improved." Okay.
Then Raquel Rodriguez. I don't know.
Right,
sure, sure.
I don't have any. I mean, from bad to okay, I guess maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Most charismatic went to John Cena. I don't have any points. The Bryan Danielson Award, the best technical wrestler, went to Zack Sabre Jr. Sure, that'd be great.
Shocked, stunned, bamboozled.
The Bruiser Brody Memorial Award for best brawler, John Moxley.
Shocked, stunned, bamboozled.
Best flying wrestler for eventually will be called the Mystico Award, Mascara Dorada for best flying wrestler.
Yeah, that's fair.
Most overrated. I mean, I have to give the top 5 here real quickly.
I will see. Okay, I'm going to tell you if I agree.
I know for a fact there's one you will not agree with. Number 5, Seth Rollins.
Most overrated?
This is most overrated. Number 5, Seth Rollins.
Yeah, he's definitely overrated. He stinks.
This, you will understand why they got votes, but you will disagree.
Yeah. Okay.
Evil. Number 4.
How fucking dare you? How dare you? How dare you? People just need to learn what overrated means. Okay. Sorry.
Number 3, Jade Cargill.
Nah, that plays.
Number 2, CM Punk.
All right, man.
And of course, your winner, Jey Uso.
That's just correct.
That one's just correct, folks. I hate to say it.
That's the most correct award we have here so far, folks. I can't fight that. What's underrated?
Evil should be number 1 for most underrated, but I digress. The winner was actually the winner was Beast Mortos for most underrated.
That's fair. That's a good choice.
And again, like
heard somewhere here Ishii again, I would have.
A lot of times when same sort of thing, like not necessarily category fraud, but the same sort of like category definition confusion, where you talk about the sort of push.
He fits
idea.
both.
Most overrated, most underrated, classically are always like who should be pushed less and pushed more.
Right. Yeah, Evil's incorrect. But Beast Mortos is a beast, so I agree. Who are the rest of those?
Top 5?
Yeah.
Number 5 is Ray Phoenix. Number 4 is Brody King. Number 3 was Commander. And number 2 is Javon Evans. Yeah.
Fascinating. Okay.
Ray Phoenix being on there is fascinating to me because it's like, yeah, he moved to WWE and is not used at all.
His fault, buddy. Continue.
Rookie of the Year, Sari Yamaoka.
Yeah, finally a correct award. Thank you.
Well, God, Mystico is already locked in the correct award, Scotty. How dare you?
Let me do my bit. No, that's actually undeniably the correct vote. So good job, voters. Shocked you guys got the vote. Shout out to Sankokoski for finishing second.
That's true. Best non-wrestler, Don Callis.
Wrong.
Best commentator, Bryan Danielson, which I think is fascinating to me.
Very funny. Shout out Walker Stork getting number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Who's worst commentator? And can I just put all of WWE and AEW?
What do you mean you don't know who worst commentator is? It's Booker T. What do you want?
They should have a commentary team one because my God, I have a bone to pick with all of them now. They are all bad.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, people have been talking about it a lot, but that Lana Cross debut, holy crap. Oh, who's that? Oh, it's Lana Cross. She was on Collision last year. Thanks, man.
Get excited. If fucking Ian Riccaboni was out there, I'm standing up. If Ian Riccaboni was out there, he'll be screaming and dying over his breath, talking about how, oh my God, it's Lana Cross, Australia's own Lana Cross. We saw it on Collision last year, and now we're seeing it today in her own town of Sydney, Australia. And wrecking tag team champions.
He would have been tossing stats out there that people would not have been ready for. He'd be like, for a former Sendai Girls tag team champion. He would have been throwing all this shit out there.
A big boot from her size 13 shoe. Like whatever fucking.
Instead, Excalibur's like, Oh, she wrestled Chris Statlander on Collision last
That's
year.
that's
Shut
what
up,
sucks
man.
about Excalibur is sometimes he just says facts. He doesn't give any emotion to them. He just
I don't
says
think-
facts.
I've said this before. I don't think he's very good. And I stand by it. I stand by it after this week. This pissed me off, man. This sucked. That sucked.
Yeah.
Booker T still, but
I'll give you the top 6, or I guess bottom 6 in this case.
we're
for
not
worst
doing our
TV.
commentary thing again because it hasn't been that bad in a while or noticeable, but
Yeah. I'm just gonna give the bottom 6 for worst TV announcer, worst commentator, because I have to for the bit here. Number 6, Excalibur. Number 5, Tony Schiavone. Number 4, Vic Joseph. Number 3, Michael Cole. Number 2, Pat McAfee. And number 1, of course, you've probably heard of him, Booker T.
what did Vic Joseph do?
Exist on
guess
NXT,
so.
I guess.
I guess. I mean, he's with Booker. That probably doesn't help him.
No.
I mean, I don't know. I don't have Vic Joseph takes, but I'm happy that Excalibur and Tony Schiavone got votes. They didn't need to be number 1. I'm just happy they got votes. Michael Cole too.
Did Booker T get votes? Yeah, he got 17 votes. 17 votes for best TV announcer. For only honorable mentions.
Whoop that trick, I guess.
Best major wrestling show was All in Texas. Worst major wrestling show was WrestlePalooza.
That's fair. No, that's fair.
Yeah. Same sort of logic with the sort of worst match of the year, which we'll talk about in a second. A show that was built up in a way of like, this is supposed to be a big deal, our debut on ESPN. It was just a super letdown, so much so that ESPN even was like, this was a bad show. So not great. Best wrestling maneuver, the buckshot lariat. This is what boring. Most discussional promotional tactic, WWE bringing back Brock Lesnar. That's always fun.
That isn't wrong, but the one that's low with Jackson, that's as bad as it gets. Just want that to be known.
The Raja Jackson incident.
Yeah, do you remember that when he like almost killed the guy? And then like they announced him like immediately. That was bad. That was really bad.
It was pretty bad. It was really real rough stuff.
So was Brock Lesnar getting brought back though, for what it's worth.
Yeah. Worst TV show, NXT.
Nice.
Shouts out.
SmackDown probably should have earned that one. I accidentally saw a part of SmackDown the other day, and I was like, oof.
Worst match of the year. I'm going to say the top 2, obviously, because that's the most notable stuff. Number 2 was Suzuki versus Butterbean and Las Vegas. And number 1 was Cena versus Cody. I know you have thoughts on this because this is like our divide of like, what is the worst match of the year and what is the worst important match of the year, and that's kind of how it shook out here.
Listen, I do rate on that idea, like the Cody Rhodes John Cena idea, and I don't even think like it's terribly wrong because I do think the level of that match and what it was supposed to be, especially Cena breaking the record and all of it, WrestleMania main event, all those stuff should be taken into account. So I don't even have a problem with that winning. But fundamentally, the worst professional wrestling match I may have ever seen is Minoru Suzuki versus Butterbean. That is, as you said, on a show that also had Mickie James versus Maki Ito.
The 4th worst match of the year.
Like, that Butterbean Minoru Suzuki match is horrendous. Like if you watch them both side by side, don't count the stakes or anything. Yeah, I'll tell you which one's the worst match, buddy. But I understand, I understand because what was when I talked about it last week with Yota Tsuji and Jake Lee.
Yeah.
That match is a big main event, meaningful match, and it was an absolute dud and a half. It was terrible. It's the worst match of the year so far because of the stakes, and frankly, it just wasn't good.
That's always part of it too. Like the WrestleMania match,
the match
big
isn't
stakes,
good.
and the match
Wasn't
isn't good. Like, yeah, Suzuki Butterbean was a worse match by far. Even Mickie James, Maki Ito, a worse match by far.
Oh yeah, but they don't have stakes. They don't have meaning.
Yeah, Cena versus Cody. That was just like this match was like not good, not aggressively bad. Just not good.
Looked like he was like going to pass out, which I could understand. We could fight a little more for that. That was scary. But yeah, like I understand the voting here, so I'm not like totally against it. But But Brian Alvarez does have a great video about it. Like, that was very funny watching that audio. I was like, he kind of cooked here because I get it. But at the same time, I also do like hurt ratings on like, for example, I did not rate Cody Rhodes versus John Cena a dud last year, but it was pretty low. It was pretty low because of the meaning and the match itself. So I get it. And I think, again, this comes to eyeballs. Way more people saw John Cena versus Cody Rhodes and were upset about it than people saw Minoru Suzuki versus Butterbean.
And that's also part of it.
Congratulations, by the way, if you didn't see that.
That's also part of it. Is like the Observer Awards are also a testament to exposure in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
And
this is probably in poor taste, but was the GCW spring break match main event on here?
What was it, the Sabu one?
Yes.
No, not in the top 10.
Because that match
did get number 10 for most disgusting promotional tactics.
That's okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Because that match made me more uncomfortable than any match I've ever seen, and it's only gotten worse since.
Yeah, this is obviously notable because Brian Alvarez, especially Dave, immediately I think this is the only thing he wrote something up for where he was like, everyone was wrong. It's Suzuki and Butterbean was the worst match. But I mean, look, the votes wise, you have over 3,000 people voting for the WrestleMania main event and only 251 people voting for Suzuki Butterbean. It's a testament of exposure about a lot of stuff. I mean, the exposure thing's also tough because it's also a thing about this is
like very limited exposure.
Well, this is, and I was coming in here talking about exposure, but as soon as I said that, I remembered a thing I actually read today about talking about Eric Bischoff and about how he's one of the many things he says, and people responding, of course, how he's a dumb idiot. But like part of the thing I was reading was talking about how like the Observer reader audience are super hardcore wrestling fans that more than likely watch everything. Yeah. Obviously, a good amount of them watch WWE, a good amount of them watch AEW, and then it's a matter of like how the filters go from there, right? Do they also watch Stardom? Like I would say, like most wrestling fans that you and I interact with watch and/or are familiar with what happens in WWE and AEW, and they're probably going to watch WrestleMania even if they don't necessarily watch WWE. Maybe. And then it comes down to does it filter out to you? You're also going to watch Joshi. Does it filter out that you're going to be a GCW scum guy? Are you going to be one of those freaks? One of those freaks that watch GCW?
Think about this though, too, right? Like, if you got told, "Hey, Minoru Suzuki versus Butterbean was this awful, atrocious thing," you're not going to. Most people aren't going to go looking for it. You know, like if it's a great match,
there's a good amount of people that said that like they went out to search it. Watched the first like 2 minutes and said, no, I'm not gonna watch the rest of this.
Yeah, which again might play to the idea that it was indeed the worst match, but it's probably the worst match I've ever seen fundamentally. For what it's worth.
They're also I have also seen people talk about in retrospect saying that match, the Suzuki Butterbean match, isn't bad because it's a comedy match. Those people out to lunch. What the fuck are you talking about? Dan Severn was the referee. It was not a comedy match in any regard.
What? You have some sick minds who call that comedy. You know, like that was. I did not.
It's comedic in the sense afterwards that like, hey, you want to watch the worst match of the year?
Yeah, it's like okay, Butterbean made that out. Okay, that's good at least. Yeah, it is number 40 in cage match history of worst matches of all time.
Where does John Cena versus Cody Rhodes rank?
It's
probably not even top 50.
No, but I do want to see the rating now. So continue.
Worst feud of the year: Max Caster versus Anthony Bowens, a feud that started and literally went nowhere.
Holy! What was number 2?
Cena versus Cody. Which I'm gonna give a shout out to number 5. Cody versus Cena, Rock, and Travis Scott. That one's fun. That's a fun one.
Now that's valid.
Shout out to those people.
Cody versus Cena only got a 3.29. For what it's worth, Brock Lesnar versus John Cena got a 2.19.
Interesting. Can you filter it out to do like what's the worst match of the year for 2025? based on cage match?
I could if I figured it out. Give me a minute.
Okay, sure. I want to shout out also down in the honorable mentions, something again, exposure issue. People didn't want to go out and see, but was like really bad. Alberto El Patron versus El Hijo del Vikingo getting honorable mentions. That should have been ranked higher. That was so bad. The crowd fully flipped on Vikingo. Like it just like it not only did not work, they kept going for it and just made things worse. But it doesn't matter, I guess, because Vikingo's a heel now. Worst promotion of the year, WWE shouts out. They got 420 votes. Nice. Very nice.
Who was
Best
number 2?
Number 2 was the NWA. With 329 votes, Scotty. Do you think 329 people watched the last NWA TV show?
Bro, that's awesome. Like, people don't watch that, but they're like, yeah, we gotta make sure people know how shit this is.
Best Booker, Tony Khan.
What?
I know that was sarcastic. I know that was a perfect sarcastic fit.
Why?
Promoter of the year, Salvador from Lutheroth the third. From
Wait a minute, who is Booker of the year? Like, I did see people get mad about that, and I looked at all the options. Was like,
yeah,
who am I voting for? Who am I actually voting for?
Number 2 best Booker was Taro Okada, which is like, yeah, he's up there too, but also it's like
he's a promoter, not a booker.
He's a promoter, not a booker, but also it's like the thing of like that we talked about before of like the latter half of the year we got a little bit of like,
well, that's my point.
We're just kind of waiting.
Like, him finishing high in promoter of the year is deserved. Him finishing high in booker of the year kind of breaks my brain a little.
Yeah, he got.
Where did Triple H finish?
You mean Paul Levesque, number 4 after CMLL's booking team, and right above John Blood, James Darnell, and Anthony Douglas from Deadlock Pro.
I did see CML's booking team. I just absolutely lost it. Everyone's like, I don't know. Just give them credit. Oh, that's good stuff.
Promoter of the year, Salvador from CMLL. Best gimmick, Tony Storm. Honestly, look, I hate to say this. If I was voting, I would have probably voted for number 3, El Grande Americano. I hate to say it, folks.
You're
you
all
know
in
me.
on El Grande
and I want to be clear, not original.
Yeah, Ludwig.
Ludwig. Yeah. I would vote in El Grande Americano, parentheses, Ludwig Kaiser.
You mean the hero of Triple I?
The two white people pretending to be Mexicans.
By the way, shout out to Lucian Blog for having one of the great tweets of the year so far. He goes, here's the difference between CMLL and Triple A. In CMLL, a Mexican wrestler fights for Mexico, and in Triple A, El Grande Americano fights for Mexico.
Was he German? I think.
Yeah, I think he's German. A German guy fights against an American. Yeah. Oh my god. And you know what I learned today? They're in reverse roles on Raw.
Yeah.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
What a ridiculous thing.
Well, what's great about AAA is that it's sort of this wacky world. By the way, I've been watching a lot of the AAA TV because they upload it to YouTube, and it's like a 30-40 minute episode. It's like 45 minutes, but you can skip all commercials and stuff, and it's just like 20 minutes go by to watch all the wrestling. It's this sort of like wacky world where all the heels in WWE are the baby faces in AAA, because it's like
so funny.
Dominic and Grande are like the big baby faces of AAA, and they're the heels of WWE.
I can't wait for you to vote for Booker of the Year, The Undertaker, Triple A.
You want to know what his latest thing is? His latest creation?
Please. I did see that La Parka had no sleeves, and people were not happy.
They re-debuted Santos Escobar on TV recently.
Yes.
He get a promo, and his new gimmick. Get this, his new gimmick, obviously pitched by Mark Calloway, The Undertaker. His new gimmick is that he rides motorcycles. He's a biker guy.
So the Undertaker walked up to this motherfucker and said, "See a lot of you. See a lot of me in you."
And they call me Tall Tan Biker Man. You're a short tan, and I'm gonna make you a biker man.
Dear God, dude.
His first big character he's debuted as a
Oh,
motorcycle
dude, you're
guy.
getting pumped for next week's Triple A TV show. You're
Why
getting
is that?
Laredo Kid versus TJ Perkins. That is right up your alley.
Get into it, folks. His T.J. Perkins' dumb little 8-bit music as he comes out, still doing the
No
fucking-
way. They gave him back the music?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he has the music in the Titantrons, like the 8-bit Titantrons. But
from his WWE run?
from his WWE run, I want to say. But he's still doing the what was his thing in New Japan? He hasn't come out doing like the mask thing or anything like that yet. The Aswang.
The Aswang.
He hasn't done the Aswang mask thing and like transformation yet, Scotty. But he comes out and shoots. It does like the red mist blood thing in his entrance, and right behind him is a bunch of 8-bit Titantron footage.
Oh my God.
It's
It's
like
almost,
him dabbing, and then blood comes out.
it's almost tempting enough to watch. Almost.
So
Oh
funny.
my God. I'm so happy that you're enjoying it, though. I know you're a big fan.
It is.
Is it Ray Day Reyes like next month?
I believe so. I believe
It
it was
is
actually
the
this
14th.
past. I believe it was this past. I thought it was this past weekend.
It's the 14th. Dominic Mysterio versus
The 14th was 3 days ago, Scotty. It's the 17th.
of March.
Oh, of March. What is the 14th of March? I thought
We
it was
will
fucking
be
May.
reviewing that show.
Oh, we will. 100%.
All of it. Isn't Omos like El Hijo del Vikingo's like heavy?
Yeah. He powerbombed
kinda-
Mini Vikingo on this not the last
That's mean.
one. that's cruel and
That's Omos though. I'm happy he finally has a thing.
We've
to
spent
do.
an hour on this. I have to keep moving. Worst
just
gimmick.
Stop.
No, we're not stopping. We're almost done. Worst gimmick, heel John Cena. Best wrestling book was the Gorilla Monsoon one. Pro wrestling
Dude, imagine how
documentary.
funny it would have been if they did best gimmick John Cena, worst gimmick heel John Cena.
Best pro wrestling documentary, Dark Side of the Ring on Daphne. That's all of them. I finished. And I had 3 left. That was all of
All
them.
right, we'll
so
just
there you go.
steamroll through the other stuff. None of the other stuff's important.
Yeah, who gives a shit about Fantastic? No, just kidding. I love Fantastica Mania. All right, let's talk about AAA Grand Slam Australia. Of course, this happened in Sydney. I can't do an Australian accent. But
Hey,
in
what
front of
you trying to do.
7,000 people for the show. I thought this was a genuinely really good show. Really, really, really fun show. A lot of great stuff on here, I thought, Scotty. Do you have any big overall thoughts on this show before we go match by match?
yeah, I thought it was glorified Battle of the Belts.
Is it a compliment or a negatory thing? Because Battle of the Belts
You
stunk.
think I liked Battle of the Belts?
But that's what I mean. Like, I genuinely thought it was a good show. It was a Battle of the Belts, but did have like the head shave thing. It's like a match that had consequences and stuff.
That did have consequences, and my God, I did not realize how long his hair was.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of disgusting. That must have been awful. That's the type of match you lose, and you're like, oh, thank God, I can finally cut my hair. Yeah, you can go through it.
All right. First match was a time limit draw between Jon Moxley and Konosuke Takeshita for the AEW Continental title. I thought this match was great. I think it went 4 flattened on it. Just great match. These guys are good. I think it ultimately would have been like 3 3/4, but then like at the very end, like Jon Moxley recognizing that like the crowd wants to see Takeshita beat him up. You get like a last sort of hurrah, and then he like calls her in the ring and does that. I'm like, yeah, that puts me over. I enjoyed the whole package of it all.
That puts me over. You put yourself over now? What is this?
Exactly right. I'm Booker T. I put myself over. Catching strays for no reason.
Damn.
Do you have any big thoughts on this match?
I rated it 3 stars.
Oh, 3s. What the hell? What's the difference? What's your vibe? Obviously, it wasn't as good
I
as mine.
thought it was very clearly like not their best.
Okay.
And that kind of took me out of it because I was like, oh, they're going to another match. And that was before the draw. I was like, they got to go to another match because they're not changing the title in Australia. And I feel like Takeshi's winning it. I don't know. Because of the Okada, Fletcher, Takeshita dynamic we got going on here that they're leading to something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I like the final few minutes though. That was really
too.
fun. I just I'm not I'm really out on Takeshita right now, and I don't like it. Like, I don't like that feeling because I like Takeshita a lot. I think I'm just waiting for him to be a babyface. You know, like
Yeah.
I'm waiting for him to be full babyface because I think like he was playing babyface in this match, but he can't fully.
Yeah.
And that I think hurts me watching him because I do think at his best he is a phenomenal babyface, and they will be so much better off when we finally do this damn turn that we've been building for 6 months.
I don't disagree with you about Takeshita there because it is interesting because it's like this. It's hard to tell because it feels like it's a hamster wheel, Scotty. One of those dreaded hamster
Which
wheels.
doesn't make sense because they're on TV.
Yeah, and they're all constantly on TV. Stuff is happening, and I just like it. That's what I was gonna say. Like, it's a hamster wheel, probably, but I can't pinpoint when that started.
Yeah,
because it's kind of just been like they've just been waiting for something, and I don't know what they're waiting for.
I don't either because we did the first singles match. Okada cheated, and that was that, right? So like, what's next? How did we not get to next from that? Is I think my biggest problem.
Part of the reason I fear that it's not a hamster wheel, but just waiting, is that the payoff to this, the third match, is all in Texas. That's my fear.
That's fine. Not really.
That is months away.
It's not actually fine at all. Revolution, I think you do the 3-way match, and then that will be like when Takeshita gets booted out. I think that's what I would do. Though, like Fletcher's also kind of becoming a babyface. So, like, what are we doing?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't. It's very confusing. It doesn't make sense. That being said, hey, have you thought about this? If they have a 3-way match for all the titles, the Unified Championship can come back. Huh?
Now we're talking, baby. Now we're talking. Now we're talking my language. AEW Women's World Tag Team Championships. The Babes of Wrath retain their titles, defeating Omega Bad, Megan Bayne, and Penelope Ford. With, of course, after the match, Lana Cross making her AEW debut, much to fanfare from the announced team.
I was pumped for what it's worth.
I know you were,
despite what Excalibur tried to do.
This is obviously the weakest match of the show. It was like totally fine, like no aggressive, like anything.
Can't wait till I disagree with you.
This is your favorite? You went 5 on this one?
Well, it's not the weakest. It's the second weakest.
Second weakest.
Oh, you'll see when we get there.
You're
not there yet.
The only other option I can see is the head shave match. Any other match is going to explode my brain, I think.
Yup.
Great.
I will say this match was whatever, and here's why. The payoff was Lana Cross showing up. It's the only thing I knew about before the show actually aired, and I was like, "That's awesome." And I saw it, I was like, "Oh man, I thought they won the titles. That sucks." But I'm happy because now Megan Bayne and Lana Cross can win the belts, so I'm in.
Yeah, I'm
They'll
I'm
be
fine with
infinitely better than the team that has the belts and the team that's challenged for the belts. So
yeah, I think what you do is
I actually do have something that was a problem in this match. Never let Harley Cameron get offense on Megan Bayne ever again. Thank you.
That's hilarious.
Something's got to matter, dude.
I agree.
The monster of the division should not be taking good destroyers from Harley Cameron.
Well, have you considered that Harley Cameron's the most improved wrestler of the year?
Harley Cameron's like when Dustin Rhodes was hitting destroyers. Doesn't make sense. Unnecessary. Remember when Dustin Rhodes won the TNT title?
Shouts out. Remember when he got stabbed?
Yeah, that's kind of sick.
He got stabbed and they botched the spot. They have to redo it.
Remember when he got stabbed and they had to stab it again
because they fucked up.
And Dustin was like, "Oh man, that sucks," and they was out for months.
Remember, that's like, imagine if I said like, remember that moment in was it Continental where that famous segment where Dirty White Boy hangs what the fuck is it? Not Tony Anthony. What was the other guy's name? Oh shit. Famous segment. I don't forget the other guy's names. Dirty White Boy.
Talk movies here, man.
Yeah. He's hanging someone else. Imagine if I said like, yeah, he went to hang him, but he botched the spot and had to re-hang him.
Oh God.
Anyways, I think, look, if I had to look at my tarot cards here, Scotty, it is Penelope Ford and Lana Cross as the tag team. You do Willow Knight, and you can do this. They can beat take the titles from Willow and Harley Cameron on a Dynamite or whatever. And then Megan Bayne challenges Willow Nightingale for the TBS. And that leaves a title defense for Lana Cross and Penelope Ford. And you can do Harley Cameron and the third person of this triumvirate who just lost our world title, Chris Statlander.
We all have to. Why can't we just do Willow and Chris versus Megan Bayne and Lana Cross to be a fantastic match? I would actually be moved by that.
Well, that's the Dynamite main event you do. That's the Dynamite main event. That's not a pay-per-view. That's a Dynamite. That's something you put on free TV, my friend.
I'm okay with that. As long as I get it, I'm fine with that.
It's like a preview tag. As long as doing the trip.
Do you know how much better this tag division could have started off if they just did Willow and Chris as the champions?
Oh, well, speaking of the women's tag division, we didn't bring this up. But now is as good a time as anyways. Scotty, they've signed multi-year contracts. What are your thoughts on?
I couldn't believe
Lee,
what I read multi-year.
I don't mean either. Cassie Lee and hold on.
Billy Kay? I don't know what her name is.
Billy Kay? What's her shoot name?
Jesse. Is it Jesse?
Jesse J. Cassie Lee and Jesse J. What are your thoughts on the inspiration? Not only coming to AEW, but here to
this is your promotion. I need to hear from you. This is your promotion. This isn't mine. For me, I could just laugh it off. For you, I need to know.
I think
he turned the camera back on. It's like, fuck. You want to hear from me?
Rep my shirt. The inspiration.
Can't believe how much talent they're taking from TNA.
I guess we're putting that one in the column as well as more talent from TNA. Look, I think it sucks. I'm not like, God, Scotty, he's choking on his water. He's dying over here. Look, it sucks. They're not good. I think at one point in time, I was like a bigger fan of Peyton Royce, and I felt like she had like a lot of solid potential, and it went nowhere. And it became the realization of like it was like, the constant issue of like splitting up tag teams, right? That I think bookers have. It's the reverse thing that we talk about all the time with Shota Umino, right? And other wrestlers. Hear me out. It's the thing of like
Royce. I think
don't we all, folks? But when I say that, I mean like Shota Umino and other people we've talked about on the show are like people that like they're just not working as a singles, and you put them in a tag team and they start flourishing. And it's like, okay, this is what they're better at doing because it hides a lot of their negatives, accentuates more of the positives for them.
Yeah.
Splitting Inspiration, the Iconics worked really well as a duo. When you split them up, it was like, this isn't quite working for Peyton Royce, who wants to be taken seriously. It worked for Billy Kay because she leaned to the comedy, so she was able to figure something out, but then they both got cut, so it didn't matter. And then just like like 8 years gone by, and now we're re-signing them to not re-signing them, but signing them to AEW. They're just not as good wrestlers at all. They weren't great wrestlers to begin with, but they've gotten worse since then. Granted, look, Scotty, to be fair to them, the only output I've seen from them is wrestling Dana Brooke on TNA. So to be fair, they haven't had good, actual, real competition of real wrestlers. So maybe they'll stand it. Look, people were excited about Tommaso Ciampa, and then he gave me like 3 4-star plus matches.
Not the same.
I agree. I fully agree. But you know what I'm saying? Like, the competition level is different.
I fought for Tommaso Ciampa. I am not going to sit here and fight for the Iconics or whatever the hell they're called.
I agree. I'm not disagreeing. I'm trying to be a devil's advocate a little bit.
I just want to put this into perspective for everyone. They won the WWE Women's Tag Team titles in 2019. There's been an entire pandemic since then. Peyton Royce, what's her name? Cassie Lee. She's had a child since then.
I think she's had 2.
Had a whole life since then. 2 maybe. She retired from wrestling and came back since then. They have 2. Oh, actually, this is my best point. They've been around for so long that they've been able to be both the Impact Knockouts champions and the TNA Knockouts champions. Listen, I'm going to start with this. I'm happy for them. I'm happy for anyone that gets paid money to do their job. Good for them. That being said, when I was told that we were bringing in more women's talent, I had higher hopes.
I got excited for Lana Cross, and then
I knew,
and then the shot chaser of Lana Cross and then the Iconics.
I just listen, they're gonna win the tag team titles, so
Yeah.
that's like not helping my cause. Like they're gonna. Here's what's gonna happen. You pitch like this great idea. Megan Bayne gets TBS title type shit, right? No, this is what's gonna happen. Megan Bayne and Lana Cross are gonna win the tag belts, and then they're gonna lose them to the Inspiration, and then I'm gonna lose it.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I think this is one of those things when people say like, I thought AEW was gonna be different and not sign the WWE rejects. And it's like, yeah, no, this is valid on this one.
Yeah, it's like it's moments where it's like Ciampa, where it's like he comes out and proves us wrong, and it's like, yeah, no, okay, that was actually a good signing. And then it's moments like this where it's like, all right, what the fuck are we doing, Tony?
Yeah, I defended Ciampa in the moment when it happened. I'm not gonna sit here and defend this one. I will say, defending him on a house show, good start.
Good start. Here we go. AEW World Title number 1 contendership match. Adam Page defeats Andrade El Idolo to become the new number 1 contender. He, of course, challenging MJF now at Revolution.
He cheated.
This
is the new Hangman. No millennial cowboy, blue sky bullshit. This is the new Hangman.
Are you talking about the villain? The villain, Adam Page?
Yeah, the villain.
Hold on.
Yeah. Whatever, man. No. Andrade, you deserve better, my king. I wonder what we're gonna do with this. Is actually a real conversation that I want to have. I don't really care about the match. We all knew Hangman was winning.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do?
As Dave put it, they're not gonna rip up months of booking to put Andrade over.
What are we gonna do with Andrade though? Because like he's kind of a baby face, even though he's in the Donkhouse family. And he obviously is like the most or one of the more talked about guys in the company right now. He's doing great things. Yep. He's fucking making fun of Logan Paul on Twitter. Come on, guys. This is the real Latino man.
He's a like, great YouTuber.
like this guy deserves the world. He's like, hey, new move for Logan Paul. Incredible. I was like, this guy rules. So what are we gonna do with him? Because I do not need to just stick him with one of these mid-card belts that don't matter. That's not enough for me.
What you want to know what I would do with him?
Yeah, he needs to have a match on Revolution. Book it right now.
What I would do with him is I don't know what you do with him right now, but
have him
I would do with him is former Don Callis member Roosh comes in and have a tag team Roosh and Andrade versus FTR.
And they squash FTR.
They squash their fucking asses.
That, my friend, is gas.
That's the kind of real Latino man that I enjoy.
Oh man, that would move me tremendously. Yeah, I think the best case scenario would be he's in the Donkhouse family until Roosh comes back.
Yeah,
and then they're Los Ingobernables or whatever they're called. What are they called?
The Faction Ingobernable.
Yeah.
Roosh, Sammy Guevara.
We have so many
and Beast Mortos. Oh yeah, put Beast Mortos in there too. Yeah, baby.
Hold on. So we can give him the trios belts. We can give him the tab belts. We can give him the world title. We can give him the TNT. This is Roosh getting TNT title. Then we can give the international. Then we can give the what the fuck is the Ricochet belt? The national title. We can give that to Beast Mortos, and then Drilistico can just carry the bags.
Oh yeah, I guess Drilistico is part of this too.
Yeah, he can carry the bags.
The trios team of Roosh, Beast Mortos, Andrade.
Come on now! They can beat Hangman. Oh, we're back.
You could do that. They could do that. Honestly, look, if you want to do something, you could just do like on Dynamite, a trios title defense, the horsecock, whatever they called, versus Drilistico. Is he injured? Is Drilistico injured?
I think they're all hurt, man.
I guess Sammy Guevara is still good. So it has to be Sammy Guevara, Beast Mortos, and Andrade.
Oh, you know what we can do? No, hear me out. Because remember history. We can be like, oh, and Roosh can try to get Andrade back to his friendship. He's like, I'm not going if that guy's there. Because remember, in Shoot, Andrade beat the shit out of Sammy Guevara in backstage once upon a time. Remember that? So we do it on camera.
As CM Punk intended.
Yeah, right. We take him out. We kick him out. Andrade's running the group. I actually think at Revolution, Andrade does need to be in like a real match, not like some scramble thing, because there's momentum here. People love him. He's the real Latino man. We go all in.
Texas.
What? Huh?
Wembley?
Huh?
Wembley.
And
Yeah,
he's the global champion by next month, so we're fine.
I would push him fairly well in the Owen. That could also buy you a little bit of time for
He
Roosh to
gets to
come
the
back.
final and he loses to Will. That's fine. I can accept that.
You know what? Ultimately, what I'll do here's an idea: Revolution.
He wins the whole thing, kills MJF, and he's world champion.
Bring back the Revolution ladder match gimmick.
He can win that too.
You win that, so that like it's like Don Callis has like all the belts and all these sort of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like there's something that you can do with there.
Let's just keep booking him to win. I've given him 3 titles. You're giving him a ladder match thing.
A trios belts.
Is that
tag
the
belts.
ring one? Is that the ring?
Yeah, it's the ring. I want to hold up the ring.
Him being ringside, holding the ring around. Yeah, it works.
That's what we're talking, folks.
Give him the world, man.
Losers of the Fall gets their head shaved. Tornado tag match. Orange Cassidy and Tony Storm defeat the Death Riders, Wheeler Yuta and Marina Shafir.
Okay, that's fine.
Was this the worst match on the show for you?
No.
That's fucking bonkers. I thought this match was pretty good. I mean, I don't have any big thoughts about it.
Yeah, it accomplished the goal.
Yeah, I went like 3.25. Like I was like, yeah, it's pretty good, and accomplished the goal. Got the heat on Wheeler Yuta. He did a good job.
Real stakes here.
John Moxley is a disappointed father.
That was great. That was legitimately great. That moved me. It's like get your ass in there.
You take your punishment. Take your lashings.
That is crazy, but true. That is exactly what happened.
Yeah. I thought it was inoffensive, pretty good match.
No offense to Marina Shafir. I wish both were getting their head shaved.
Agreed.
I just think she would have looked cool.
I agree. I also think full ups to the AEW production team for having the entrance music be Marina Shafir's. That shit's pretty fun. TNT.
I did like they went full mixed gender, intergender. I thought that was nice.
Yeah, there was like a full on moment where like Wheeler Yuta pinned Tony Storm and Bryce Remberg counted it. I was like,
yeah,
now we're like, it was like the subtlety of this was ostensibly like an intergender match.
In my brain, Tony Storm pinned Wheeler Yuta, so
that's totally plausible as well. Like this is in all like that's what I think is fascinating about this match too, is that like this is practically an intergender match. They found a way to not advertise it as such to get those like weird people online who hate that stuff and like see the announcement to like dog on this. And instead we had like a really fun, really solid match with like believable
they did it well.
Fighting with everything.
Yeah, they did it well. They did it well.
So
I believe Marina Shafir. I believe Marina Shafir could kick Orange Cassidy's ass. I don't know about you.
I can think Tony Storm can kick Wheeler Yuta's ass.
I think anyone could kick Wheeler Yuta's ass. That's his entire gimmick.
Have you seen his ass?
No.
Oh, yeah, you can't see it behind all that hair.
Now that
TNT ladder match. Kyle Fletcher defeats Mark Briscoe. I think this was undoubtedly the best match on the card. Scotty, you're going to break my heart.
It was the best match on the card for me.
Okay, thank God.
You're good there. You're good there.
I can make an understanding. I was terrified you were going to say it was this one. This is the best match on the card.
I'm very tired. Okay, so like I'm very tired of ladder matches.
Aren't we all?
I said that many times. And I think the finish was admittedly kind of funny. Because like they hit this great brain buster off the top, and then they're like, "Oh, let's keep going." And then
it also feels like the intention.
Like, that's how you ended it. You shoved them.
Yeah, the intention was. It feels like the intention was that they were supposed to have a ladder bridge that Mark Briscoe deconstructed to use as the second ladder. And so when they went to push Mark Briscoe off, there was no bridge there. So we had to just like does the pushing into a ladder bridge elevate from the brainbuster?
Yeah.
Not really. I mean, it's going through a ladder, so that's something, but like not necessarily. But it's enough for me to like that. Like, whereas the climax ultimately just being like push him off the ladder and that's it. It doesn't work.
It's like kind of the one major problem with Kyle Fletcher, I think. There's one major problem. He always goes a little too long.
Yeah.
Like,
I get
there's a
that.
lot of times he has a finish and it's like, yeah, fuck yeah. And then the person kicks out or whatever. And I'm like,
Yeah.
and then they go and it's like not as effective, not as exhilarating. Like you hit this incredible brain buster off the top rope. It's awesome.
I fully
Top-
agree. Should have been the finish.
top ladder, not top rope, top of the ladder.
Top of the
And
ladder.
like it wasn't the end of the match. Or you like he goes through the ladder on a J driller, even. Like that's insane. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I understand why that wasn't the finish because Mark wasn't winning, but you get my point. Like that's like my biggest problem with Kyle Fletcher right now is I think he just goes a little too long in the tooth. Very similar to the last time these two wrestled, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Like they had a fantastic match, and then I was like,
I would argue it felt like this feud just a little too long in the tooth.
yeah, they should have had 5 matches, not 7. But yeah, I think that like that's my one thing with Kyle Fletcher that I've noticed, and I think he can fix it very easily. It's just hey, when you hit the really big cool move, win. Because I don't think you need the big kick. But here, if you're gonna do the big push off at the end, no offense to Mark Briscoe and his body, he's got to go through like tables on the outside or something.
And that's what I mean. Like, I think the intention of the spot was to do the ladder bridge, and then Mark Briscoe ruined it on accident, probably.
Yeah, it's fine. Like, it's not something I'm gonna harp on.
No,
I think it was easily the best match of the show. I thought it outclassed everything.
Yeah.
Again, still sick of ladder matches. Could have just, but in this feud, you had to do something else.
Yeah, and I'm glad
Mark Briscoe had.
I'm glad that we're still able to like see stuff like new in a ladder match, like a brainbuster off the top. Like I don't think I've ever seen that. Like, terrifying. What foolish people would do that? And it's these two.
Guy like me though. So champion Kyle Fletcher better. Yeah, I think I like Tommaso and AEW. I never got to say that, so I'm gonna say it now. Do I expect to see him anytime soon though? We'll see.
I wonder if they're waiting on Gargano because there's rumors.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Champ is really cool by himself. Don't do that. He doesn't need to be thrown into that.
I don't want to see Johnny Gargano's face come up when I hear my shadow knows my story.
If anything, give him a new tag team partner. You have a roster full of them.
I wonder who else Tommaso Ciampa is teamed with in terms of regular occurrence
in history.
Yeah, if there's anyone in AEW that he could. There's like already like a pre-established relationship. Obviously, you can do someone else. That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get your point. You want to see if like there's a little
something. Timothy Thatcher. You could no.
Please no.
He used to be in the embassy with Prince Nana and Rhino. We're bringing Rhino. Is that something?
Please don't bring in Rhino.
Tommaso Ciampa and Prince Nana could work. It could be something there. Main event, AEW World Title match. MJF defeats Brody King. I thought this match was pretty good. Scotty, obviously you did not like this match.
Dude, I can't watch MJF wrestle anymore. Someone said to me that he looks like he's doing drills when he wrestles, and it ruined it forever. I was like, oh my God, he does. Because like the way he moves, he looks like he's doing a drill, and I'm like, now you're gonna see it. Now you're gonna see it, especially in the early going. He looks like he's doing drills. Well, I don't know, the way they got to this match and then the way they executed the match, like the squash thing was so cool.
Yeah,
I feel like Brody didn't feel as strong as he should have in the match.
That's fair.
And I think that hurt it the most for me because I think so much of the match should have been built around trying to cut that out, right? For MJF is cutting that down, stopping Brody from ultimately just destroying him in the end. And they did the choke moment, and they even hit the Gonzo bomb. You don't have to hit the Gonzo bomb. You don't have to. It's a great move. We don't have to kick out of the Gonzo bomb.
Just real quickly, I saw someone pitch online that they should rename the Gonzo bomb to the Icebreaker.
I'm in.
I saw that. I was like, yeah, baby. Now we're talking. Now we're fucking talking. No, yeah, I don't disagree.
And I just don't like MJF, so I'm just not. Yeah, it's not helping me.
Yeah, I don't necessarily disagree. I mean, I think like Brody King, the squash was great, and I would have liked. I know it's a little bit cliche at this point, but I would have liked if they just did like the squash again, but MJF kicks out this time. You know what I mean? Like they've done that in the past. A couple times. Not these two guys, but like in the history of wrestling, where they basically like redo it, and MJF is able to overcome it this time. And then we go deeper in the match. Like and what I like about that pastiche, that cliche, is this idea of like,
I got a tag idea for you, by the way.
Okay. What I like about that cliche is that like it's a little bit like the Mike Tyson thing of like Mike Tyson was like, famously great in the first like round or two, but at the longer, if you're able to outlast him, his endurance will kick out and you can probably beat him. And whether or not that's the actual Mike Tyson thing or that's just the Mike Tyson punch out thing, the same idea applies here. Like I like the idea of like you lost to Mike Tyson round 1 in a squash on Dynamite.
Yeah.
What happens when you're able to overcome that squash and MJF's able to go a little bit deeper? And maybe that's something that you do better with MJF. Like if MJF was a babyface.
Yeah. It works
if it was like Adam Page or something, you know, that maybe that idea works better. But still,
that's another thing. I do think this is an AEW. It's not just an AEW problem. It's hard to book babyface monsters sometimes.
Yeah.
And I do think that hurt Brody in the way this match went. Like it would be, I would do the same thing if Obafemi wrestled Seth Rollins, because that's pretty much the same person to me at this point, between him and MJF. Talking about a guy that looks like he's running drills. Like it's the same thing. It's hard to sell. I wasn't into it. Also, following the ladder match, it was like
that's also fair,
man. I was like, I don't care about this. Come on. I would have opened the show with this.
Well,
that was my big take going into it. I would have opened the show with this, had the ladder match main event.
Yeah, I get
that, because you don't want to put the world title in the middle of the show. So that's why I have it open instead of close. You want to hear my tag team idea? This is way better.
Sure.
Tommaso Ciampa and Big Bill.
Now we're talking.
Yeah.
Get me some big. Swap out the little guy.
Yeah, sorry, Brian Keith, but the Redwood and the guy with the cool theme music and everything. Come on, I want Big Bill to do things.
Me too.
Sue me.
I want to see more Big Bill on my screen. Sue me. Grand Slam Australia. I think it's a pretty good show. Not a bad show whatsoever.
Glorified Battle of the Belts is not like a bad thing, by the way. Like it.
Sure.
I saw someone say like this is what Battle of the Belts could have been. I think that's fair.
Agreed.
Like once upon a time. So like that's how it felt. It helped that we had like real challengers and real matches. Unlike Battle of the Belts. I didn't hate the show. By any account. I just thought it was, a step to get to Revolution, which I am looking forward to because Revolution is arguably their second biggest show of the year. They always have big main events there. Yeah. Always a big main.
It's the fight Sting retired. It's the fight between that or Double or Nothing, I guess.
Yeah, and I always feel like this show delivers way more than Double or Nothing. Double or Nothing is usually like we have to do the big group battle thing.
Yeah,
so that hurts it now. This has some sort of prestige. It's back in LA again. Mm-hmm. I miss when it was green though. I miss when the logo was green.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I get
now it's purple and yellow. I don't know. I like the green, but yeah, you have Hangman versus MJF. That's a big match.
Yep.
Is Young Bucks FTR happening there, or are they?
I presume they did not say it, but I presume they probably wanted to do the world title match announcement first, and then the tag.
That's a big match, right? I guess
I already pitched the women's tag and the TBS title match earlier, which I think is totally plausible.
And then Tekla probably just faces Chris again. Honestly, maybe aren't they teasing that? Kind of, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
There's other stuff that I can't think of. Okada's probably going to wrestle someone. Okada, Fletcher, Takeshita, maybe, or Takeshita Moxley again.
Yeah. Mercedes, maybe she does something.
Yeah, because she's back 2 weeks on CMLL, so she's got to be back on here soon.
Yeah, maybe that's the Tekla match.
You think she's coming back with none of her belts? Is that the plan?
Maybe. She could come back actually and face Tekla. Maybe a short little title reign with Tekla and put it back on Mercedes, the world champion.
Now we're cooking.
Well,
I've been waiting for the world title. Yeah, I think I always look forward to Revolution naturally.
Yeah.
I do think it has, like I said, a certain level of prestige. Dating back to the first one, that had the Hangman Omega versus
Young Bucks.
Young Bucks. Then obviously you have the MJF Danielson Iron Man one. You have Sting's retirement.
You have
Yeah,
Mox versus Copeland.
Oh, Jesus. Hey! Versus Cage.
My
Christian
apologies. The proper
Christian
main
Cage.
event.
Come on. That should have honestly been up for worst match of the year.
I,
That match sucked.
no, I would have voted for Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley versus Naomi.
I would not have voted that worst match of the year.
No, but like a match that like Io Sky versus
Oh,
Naomi
it's going so
ripped-
good. And
ripped so hard that Naomi comes out and does a cash in. Like,
Yeah,
oh, fuck
yeah.
this.
Well, my point is the other match was bad, but
Yeah,
like,
that's also
remember
true.
how bad Mox versus Copeland was?
Yeah.
I was ready to give up on the company.
But it's like the most
It makes sense to swerve out there and be like,
it's like
just
the
to make
most
it
it's like the
happen.
most improved idea where it's like, yeah, but that was a bad match that was made a little bit worse. Here's a great match made terrible. like the sheer drop off is pretty good.
I always forget the Naomi thing happened. I block it off in my brain.
As you should. Fantastica Mania starts tomorrow. If you're
Hell
in the
yeah.
States. This is legitimately, Scotty, the first time I'll ever be looking at these cards for all 1, 2,
Oh,
3, 4,
man.
5,
You want me
6,
to tell you
7
them?
nights.
Wait a minute. You want me? I already know them. You want me to tell you them?
Sure. Do you want to go through?
Yeah. I'd
Let me
love
delete all my
to.
tabs.
I just think it'd be fun, for you to learn in real time.
Yes, I appreciate that.
I think that's better content for the people, better content for yourself.
I'm the listener. I'm the listener here because I don't know what I'm about to hear.
Yeah, 1 second. I'm just trying to get the tab over and I'm
gonna
blowing
vamp.
on my computer.
Thank you. I'm gonna vamp. I appreciate everyone for listening. We'll certainly. What are we talking about next week? This is my vamping. What are we talking about next week?
Yeah, you're doing the end of the show before we get there.
No, I'm actually seeing what we're talking. Oh, so next week we'll talk probably about mid Fantastica Mania conversation, but also previewing New Beginning USA and the Elimination Chamber with the debut of the box, the crate. Scotty, it's arrived. It needs to be opened at Elimination Chamber.
I hear something wicked funny.
Sure.
My friend texted me out of the blue today. He's like, I haven't been feeling 100%. So like, I thought the box thing was a fever dream. And then I learned it was real. I was like, holy shit, what is going on?
You know how I know it's like probably Chris Jericho?
Because he's dumb.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, but like it is such a Vince McMahon idea.
Oh, yeah.
Like the fucking egg, for example. Like it's like such like you see it, and you're like, this is a Vince McMahon idea.
That's Vinnie Mac, right?
That's
there.
Vinnie Mac if I've ever seen one.
All
That's
right.
gotta be someone like Chris Jericho.
You ready for this?
Sure.
I
Well,
wanna
Triple H's idea, of course, is a masked man who wrestles like John Moxley for some reason.
I'm just checking to make sure I know which shows are airing live, so I can say that as well.
Oh, that'd be helpful because it's most of the shows. I don't remember how many.
I think it's 4 of 7. I think
That sounds right. That certainly
hope
sounds
it hope it is because I would like to watch them.
right.
Right, I got it right in front of me.
Perfect.
2.
But yeah, thank you everybody for listening. We'll be back next week talking more. We have plenty more to talk about with Fantastica Mania.
Shows
Very excited.
all over, Jim.
Very excited about Fantastica Mania. When's the women's CMLL show? That's during this tour.
The 6th.
The 6th. So yeah, I think
Right before we get
CMLL,
back.
we're gonna get some transplants into CMLL, so that should be fun. But while those all people come in and play in Arena Mexico, we get some fun
We'll talk
stuff.
that show.
We'll probably talk about that show. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm always excited. Fantastic Mania is always like a fun time. It's been a fun time for the past couple of years.
My favorite tour of the year.
Yeah, I don't expect it to be any different this year with CMLL being so hot. It's a matter of all the New Japan roster members, I think, is really what makes it good or not.
Just wait for one of these main events, buddy.
Oh, I'm
Just
fucking
wait.
excited.
All right, here we go.
Yeah.
First go on the 18th, so Wednesday. So tomorrow, by the time we wake up,
yeah,
we'll be done. Go watch.
I can watch this.
So this is part of the tag team tournament, first round.
Yes.
Valiente Jr. and Futuro, who I hear great things about.
Mm-hmm. I hear he's on Futuro.
Yeah, suck you. Facing Sho Makato and Hio Dave Stuka Jr.
Yes, this is Sho Makato, his I guess, debut as a CMLL wrestler here. So there's a
Yes.
chance he's coming out with a gimmick
Oh yeah, it'd be funny if he
with a
was
little
like
bit of
just-
attire or something.
Yeah, maybe not because he's technically
He-
not his farewell match, but
He
yeah,
comes out
well,
wearing a mask.
this one might excite you. You have Zane J, who obviously has joined the United Empire, right?
Zane
Young
J.
Lion.
Who the fuck is Zane
He's
J?
a Young Lion guy. He was in the Young Lion tournament. Didn't you
Oh,
know?
yeah. I know who Zane J is. I actually have
He's
not
faced-
seen him wrestle yet.
Oh, well, he's facing Hechicero, so now you will.
Okay. All right. Here we go, baby.
Then we will have the next tag tournament match, which is also considered the Black Cat Memorial match. It will be Tiger
Defunto?
Mask and nope.
Oh,
Defunto's not on the tour.
a crime punishable by death.
Yeah. You'll have
So that it
you'll
gets
have-
death, so that I can become a skeleton like Defunto.
Oh my god! I just realized this is the first year we can't do the Hiromu gimmick where he goes back into being
Kamitachi.
Kawatachi. Yeah. Wow, that's sad. Tiger Mask and Stigma versus Magnus and Averno. So
Okay. I wonder
That's-
who's going to be dressing up similar to Black Cat in this one.
I'm gonna go Tiger Mask.
I'm going to go with Verno. Let's go crazy. Let's go fun and crazy here, Verno.
Another tournament match. You'll have Atlantis Jr. and Atlantis versus Okamura and Satoshi Kojima.
I mean, sure. Yeah. That's kind of fun.
You'll have Yasuda, Master Wato, and Taguchi versus Desperado, teaming with Desperado versus Daiki Nagai, Taiji Ishimori, Yota Tsuji, and Teton.
Okay.
All his friends are gone. That's very
I know.
sad.
I was like, I listened to that. I'm like, yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
We're getting a lightning match in not Mexico, in Japan. Templario versus Soberano Jr.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's
10
great.
minute-
That's great. Actually, now that I think about it, that's
10-minute
great.
craziness, and then your main event, as intended, Mystico and Masquerade Dorada versus Ultimo Guerrero and Show in the tag tournament. Do you want you don't want the shows that aren't airing, right?
Give me the main events of the shows. Let me know if I'm missing anything fun.
All right. Show that you're not watching. Mystico, Masquerade Dorada, and El Desperado versus Hechicero, Soberano Jr.
Ugh.
and Show.
I mean, that's actually a pretty good match. I wish I was.
That's a fun one. I kind of would. That would have been interesting to see that. I doubt the House of Torture guys are going to be there because they're off. You know, they don't get to be there.
I'm looking at the card as well. The match right above it, Templario, Atlantis Jr. versus Averno and Ultimo Guerrero. That's pretty good too.
The tag tournament semifinals will air on the Sunday, so you won't see those. That's awesome.
Great. We're gonna see the opening matches and the finals, and that's it.
Yeah.
There's not even a
And
card
then-
announced here. It's just a semifinal match.
No, they're waiting. And then the Monday show, which you also won't see, will be
Great.
Mystica and El Desperado versus Show and Soberano Jr.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Oh, Kanemaru got booked for the show. Good for him. All right, back on. We're back. We're back up. This show has no card because we're waiting for the tag tournament final. But the tag tournament final will be the main event
So
of Osaka Edion Arena.
just so I'm clear, it's Wednesday, February 18th, and then I don't get to see another match not live
Tuesday.
until Tuesday the 24th.
Correct.
And that card is
Not
TBD.
yeah. But hey,
It's-
we're to the big Corkins now, so shut your face.
okay. That's
Respectfully. Respectfully. These are the big ones. All right. Ready? Locked in?
Yep.
Peak game? Thursday, February 26th in Cork and Hall.
Mhm.
These are usually sold out too, which is always good.
Yeah.
You'll have Yasuda, Valiente Jr., and Futuro versus Matsumoto, Master Wato, and Ryusuke Taguchi. That's a young lion.
Ryusuke Taguchi is a young lion.
Yes.
Can I pitch that comedy gimmick to Taguchi?
That would
where he
be great.
his retirement year is is him as a young lion.
He just teams up with Aaron Wolf and full young lion. Yeah, that'd be great. Shomakato send-off match number 1
Fun. I think that'll be fun.
or number
Okay.
2. Shomakato versus Teton.
Okay, yeah, that'd be a nice
Good way
like
to-
establishing match.
Oh, this match is bad.
Great, great.
Tiger Mask, Okamura, and Satoshi Kojima versus Magnus, Yoshinobu Kanemaru, and Yujiro Takahashi.
Oh no! Oh no!
Holy shit. Okay, we're back though. Here we go. United Empire, Zane J, and Templario.
When I think of United Empire, I think of Zane J and Templario, baby.
Versus Unbound.
Wait, hold on. I thought Zane J. Oh no, okay. I thought Zane J was TMDK. No, he's United Empire.
Versus Unbound Company's own Shingo Takagi and Ultimo Guerrero. Huh? What a team!
That's pretty fun. That's a pretty fun team.
Then goes Stigma, Atlantis,
Fucking
and Mystico versus Show, Hio Dave Stuka Jr. and Sobra Jr. Whatever.
Yeah, that's fine.
Your big two matches, though. Your big two singles matches of day one. Atlantis Jr. Huh? You like Atlantis Jr., right?
I do.
Versus Averno.
Okay. That's something. That's something.
I like that Averno always gets singles matches only in Japan every year. Last year, he got the main event versus Mystico.
Mm-hmm.
And then your main event. Mascara Dorada versus Hechicero.
Yeah, baby. AEW zone. AEW zone. Hechicero. AEW's versus. That's an AEW specials match if I've ever seen one.
Then you'll have Shomakat. Oh, sorry. This was the Friday.
This is the final night of the tour. Corkin Hall. Sold out.
Oh, we'll review this.
Those cowbells going crazy.
We'll review this in 2 weeks. Shomakato versus Averno.
Okay. That's nice.
Okato's final send-off. And then he's going with them. So
yeah,
that's cool. Matsumoto
him in Averno's bag.
Yes. Why did Stuka Jr. not get invited this year? What the frick?
I don't know.
Remember that sick match he had? Yeah, that's true. Matsumoto, Yasuda, Wato, and Stigma versus Kanemaru, Sho, Yujiro Takahashi, and Hio Dave Stuka Jr. I want to point out that it sucks that Zendokan Jr.'s hurt because he would be on this tour and he rocks. So
yeah,
that sucks. And I'm sure that they would have sent his tag team with him.
Yeah.
Or his guys, you know?
They would have Fianos.
Yeah, it was
and maybe Defunto. How can I get Defunto on this tour?
Here's a big singles match.
Hold on. Hio del Stuka Jr.
is House of Torture, baby.
House of Torture affiliated, baby.
So he's one of us now.
He's one of us. We have to protect our own.
Yeah. So he's actually our guy. We'll be rooting for him the entire tour.
It is now official, folks. We are rooting for Hio del Stuka Jr. And what was his tag partner? Was it Shun Makato? In the tournament?
In the tournament? Yeah.
We're rooting for them to win the whole thing, beat Mystico in the finals.
We got Tiger Mask versus Magnus.
Oh, okay. Sure.
You got Ryusuke Taguchi, Atlantis Jr., and Atlantis versus Okamura, Satoshi Kojima, and Hechicero. Shout out to the old guys in this match, huh?
Yeah.
Atlantis Jr. must be looking around like, what the fuck? Oh, this should be a fun trios, though. I like this one a lot. Valiente Jr., Futuro, and Mascara Dorada versus Daiki Nagai, Shingo Takagi, and Titan.
Yeah, that one should be fun. That should be a fun one.
When they fucking go to Fantastica Mania, he gets no feature singles.
A shame. We gotta save them all.
Anyways,
Super Juniors, baby.
Anyways, let's get to the real deal here. The big two singles matches. You ready?
Yeah.
Get ready to raise the roof because it's Templario versus Ultimo Guerrero.
Yeah, baby. United Empire, baby.
I don't know if you've done process of elimination here. That means your main event, your final main event, the main event is Mystico versus Soberano Jr.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
That's why we watch Fantastica Mania. Come on.
Yeah, that's pretty great. I mean, that's the match of the whole tour, obviously.
Well, good news. It's the last one.
A lot of those matches you talked about, there's not like a whole bunch of stuff that gets me going on every single night.
Yeah.
Which is a shame. But like this could be a weaker tour hearing all those matches. But like
last year we only could watch the last two, so it's hard to really know.
I'm happy we're getting 4. I'm
gonna watch
7. I would like all 7. I don't care.
Yeah, the first show I'm watching, I think just Soberano Jr. and then the main. But actually, no, I gotta watch Stuka Jr. now. Hio de Stuka Jr. That's my dog for real.
There's stuff in here that's like I'm gonna watch as many of the tournament matches I'm gonna watch because get a vibe. I'm gonna watch night one. Realistically, I'm probably watching all of night one and all of the Korokins. It's that fourth show that I may or may not fully watch because night one is like the tournament matches. What's that?
Wait, that we don't know yet.
That's true.
Oh, do you mean so? Yeah, so it's only that one.
Yeah, is night one is like the tournament matches. I mean, Zane J, Hechicero, I'm gonna check that out. The multi-man tag I can give two shits about. But then you got Templario Sobrano Jr., you got Mystico Mascaradara, Ultimate Guerrero and Show. Like that, there's stuff here. I'm gonna watch ultimately the whole. I'm gonna watch at least the full shows of the 3 ones we're gonna get, and then it's a matter of whatever that fourth show is. I mean, even then, you and I are looking at Mystico and Masquerade Dorada losing in the finals to Shun Makato and Hijo Del Stuca Jr., the new evil of the next generation. What if Hijo Del Stuca Jr. is just evil in a mask? Wouldn't that be great, folks? Can we all agree? Wouldn't that be great?
Hey, I mean, it's possible. We don't know where he is.
We don't know where he is. Maybe he's in the crate. Who knows?
Oh my God! Imagine if he was in the crate. Oh no! And it just says sinister. Oh, God.
It just says sinister sky.
I will say that kind of goes hard. I don't care what you say. I'm kind of very excited for Fantastica Mania. I don't think it has the same pop that it could have, say, if you send Sendokan and crew.
I'm still into it. I'm still like I said, I'm watching at least 3 full shows of the 4 we're gonna get. I'm probably gonna watch the 4th.
Not sending Neon sucks.
Yeah, the conversation.
He was hurt though when they announced it. I'm pretty sure.
It's the conversation we have when we talk about these sort of things. It's like who is not going. I think you're right. Neon was still hurt when they announced it. Zandokan Jr., the Villanos would be great. I gotta think who else. I gotta look at like our CMLL roster page because I always like.
My former world champion Gran Guerrero is not here.
Oh, Volador Jr. is not on this.
That's okay.
I know it's okay, but like he's pretty much always on this one. He also isn't his son going to be in the dojo at some point? Like that's
it is a bit of a stunner actually.
Gran Guerrero should obviously be here. Camonito should obviously be here, and Camalato, they should all obviously be here. Scotty, what a disgrace! Where's my tag champs? Angel De Oro and Diablo Roja. What are we doing?
I believe I read Angel De Oro is feuding with. Get ready for this, Daniel Garcia.
Get into it, folks. Get into it.
I know who we're rooting for. It ain't Danny G, baby.
Disappointing. Barbaro Cavernario not on this. He had a great time last year.
No Shewa, no Barbaro Cavernario.
Shewa would have been great here. Shewa versus. Just give me like a singles. Just give me a singles match. This is for like the freakazoids out there, right? Singles match, Cork and Hall, like match number 1. Shewa versus Kanemaru.
Yeah, that is for the sickos and the real sickos.
That's the sickos right there.
The real sickos. I will say they've made one big addition this year, and Soberano Jr., which hey, don't get me wrong.
I'm happily accepting.
He was actually my favorite. He was the guy I noticed the most when like we got into it. You know,
yeah.
He had an absolute breakout Fantastica Mania a few years ago. So obviously pumped he's back. I think they just could have sent more people that would have ruled. But hey, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna take what I can get, and what I'm getting is still pretty good, I would say.
Yeah, the singles matches rule as always. So
yeah, as expected as well. Okay, great. Well, that's Fantastica Mania, folks, and that's Ring Post Radio. So that's all we're gonna do it here for Ring Post Radio. But before we go, of course, Scotty, we got some plugs, we got some matches of the week, we got some movies. Where do you want to start first?
I'll do the plugs first. Yeah, that's where I'm landing. Plugs of the week, because the movies are going to take me a minute. Plugs of the week, youtube.com/@ScottEWrestling. You can check that out. I'm doing new video tomorrow. Talking future Joshi. This coming Monday will be a review of the Marigold Corrigan. But we got some retro reviews and stuff planned, so go subscribe, go be part of it, go join me. All Joshi content over there, always a lot of fun. Like I said, youtube.com/@ScottyWrestling. Non that my match of the week will be. Oh, I had it. I watched nothing. Shit. I don't. Oh, man, I did this last week too, where I didn't watch nothing, or my time's getting confused in my head. I think that's my big problem.
Mm-hmm.
I can't figure out when I watch stuff anymore because we changed the date so much.
Yeah.
That I don't know when I watched anything. So to give you, I'll give the Joshi a little love. I watched Mio Momono beat the shit out of Ihozan. That was pretty crazy. That was actually very uncomfortable. But it was an insane match, and hopefully it means a lot of good for Ihozan moving forward. So you can watch that. Yeah, that'll be my pick. Anyways, my movies of the week. So
Yes.
we had a wonderful journey this week. When I say wonderful, I mean it was kind of bad. To the people wondering, hey, did you actually go to the movies that weekend? I did. Thanks for
For
asking.
the people wondering, Scotty, have you seen Hamnet yet?
No,
Of course not. This guy's never going to see this freaking movie.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen before the Oscars, but I have time. But I unfortunately instead, so I was gonna go see Crime 101, right? I told you this last week.
Yes.
And then my friend told me it wasn't worth it. So I said,
I'm shocked. Color me shocked, Scotty. That I saw that trailer and said that movie looks like it's gonna stink. And I saw that trailer in front of Mercy.
But wait, it gets worse. So I said, well, I'm already here. What am I gonna see? Saw Wuthering Heights.
Okay, all right.
One of the worst theater experiences I've had. I hated it.
Is it because everyone was making out around you?
No, listen. This is the horny. First of all, this is the horniest movie without nudity I've ever seen.
No
Second
nudity. What? Hold on.
I know. I was stunned.
I don't get a single glimpse at Jacob Elordi's pecker.
Yeah. So I just think the story was bad.
Yeah.
And listen, love Margot Robbie as an actress.
Sure.
I like Jacob Elordi a lot.
As
never
Frankenstein
put
himself.
Never put these two together. As I said in my review, Frankenstein and Barbie do not belong together. So let's not act like they do. Thank you. I hated the movie. I was staring at my phone for the last 40 minutes, just hoping it would end. I have
not heard good things about this movie.
It's not good. And then I read that how much they went off of the book, and I was like, well, why have the book? I was like, what's the point of the book? No, but like so far that they just completely changed it.
Oh, sure. Well, I'm watching a lot of because I'm a listener of the podcast Blank Check. I've been watching a lot of Lynn Ramsey movies. We should talk about Kevin, Ratcatcher, Die My Love, all these Lynn Ramsey movies. And she is someone that's like famous for like, I think we need to talk about Kevin, I think is what the movie was, where she just like said in public, like, yeah, I read like the first chapter of the book and said, okay, I get it. And I'm not going to read the rest of it. Like, she's just like, I'm not going to do it. And then like, she still like is able to like make a great film.
Like,
but she's like, I get the idea.
This is a movie I wanted to like. There was points that I did, points that I didn't, but I just, by the end, I was like, I don't like this. I don't like it. It's the worst movie I've seen in theaters in a while. I've had a good roll of seeing decent enough movies in the theater. Yeah. I just did not like it, which is unfortunate.
That's the thing about adaptation. I think I forget who the showrunner is, but for the showrunner for Last of Us, they had a famous change in the story in season 1, which ended up being one of the greatest episodes of TV I've ever seen. Yes. That change, when they talked about it, the showrunner, which I forget his name, said that like when you're changing something from the source material, it has to be so great of a change that it
Right.
warrants the change. Otherwise,
Abs-
just stick to the thing.
Absolutely.
Because if it's bad or even like okay, it will
Yeah.
upset people.
Yeah, so I don't know anything about the book, so like that part didn't fully affect me, but just reading it after the fact, I was like, "Oh, okay, good to know."
Yeah. That's disappointing. That's
Yeah.
disappointing. Did
So,
you
yeah,
at all
that-
consider watching Mercy instead?
No. It wasn't
Shame.
it wasn't running anymore in my
That's a
theater.
good enough excuse for me.
It wasn't. It legitimately wasn't because I was like looking, I was like, I could see Mercy just to pop Ryan.
If
then it's like,
if you had the option, would you have picked Mercy over Wuthering
I
Heights?
think I might have.
That's awesome. That
Just
rules,
for
dude.
just for the pop, man. I did it for the bit.
I-
So I ended up rewatching some movies. And I actually watched 2 new movies this week.
Real quickly, I think on Blue
Outside of
Sky, someone said they called it Wuthering Lows. Anyways,
Yeah,
you're saying
someone said the right. Hold on, I need to tell you the top review on Letterboxd. Emily Bronte died of tuberculosis 177 years ago, yet this adaptation is still the worst thing that's ever happened to her. I was like, holy shit, dude. That's insane.
that's insane.
And the amount of likes it has is even worse. Yeah, tough movie.
Tough movie. That's a shame.
But I watched Ford vs Ferrari for the first time.
Okay.
With Christian Bale and Matt Damon. Quite enjoyed that. Christian Bale was great.
I believe
really
that movie was supposed to be the Brad Pitt F1 movie. I forget which role he was supposed to be, but that Brad Pitt was supposed to be in that movie. And then because he wanted to do Formula 1 driving stuff.
Gotcha. Well,
and it didn't happen. I think scheduling or whatever, and then it spun out to like eventually doing F1.
Well, I liked Ford vs Ferrari better for what it's worth. I also like Christian Bale better than Brad Pitt.
So fair enough. Fair enough.
That goes that way. And I like Brad Pitt as an actor. And then I watched The Breakfast Club for the first time.
Oh, for the first time. Okay.
I know. There's like there's a list of movies that I've never seen for the first time. I'm like, I should probably see this. And that was one of them. I thought it was fun.
I got a whole book, Scotty.
Yeah,
I got a whole book in my hands.
Breakfast Club was nice. Ford vs Ferrari was probably my favorite movie I saw this week.
Okay.
And then I rewatched 42. So
42.
Jackie Robinson.
Oh, the Jackie Robinson movie, yeah.
And I said to myself, man, I miss Chadwick Boseman.
I was gonna say it was Chadwick, wasn't it?
It's the first movie I ever saw him in.
Are you gonna watch the other biopic he did, the James Brown one?
Probably. Yeah. I'm on so I'm on a little kick with, like, certain things. I really like Chadwick, so I got really sad watching it because I do miss him.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a good week of movies despite Wuthering Heights.
Well, that's a good way to get out of that one, Scotty. So I appreciate that one. My plugs, listen to the latest episode of The Ballot, La Petite France, with Phil Lyons. Great episode. A lot of praise. I think last week I talked about how we got some like tweets and Rob Viper wrote a whole thread about
Jordan
it.
Oliver's a big fan.
Yeah, Jordan Oliver quote tweeted it because he's a big fan of the Prince.
No, he's a big fan of Ryan Knightsey.
And that too. But yeah, I was genuinely shocked by that, and that was always cool to see. We talked in the episode about how like he doesn't really have much of an influence case, but like it's like weirdly building because of like wrestlers watching these GIFs and stuff that get posted online. And Jordan Oliver's one of them, if you can believe it. And whether or not, obviously when we're talking about influence and whether or not Jordan Oliver's a Hall of Fame wrestler is one thing, but the idea that like the fact that this guy can influence other wrestlers, I don't remember how many, like several decades after he's died and even more decades after he last wrestled, that's pretty cool. That's genuinely pretty cool. That's just the power of the internet. I dislike. The power of the internet that I dislike. My match of the week is actually going to be the 4-way match on AAA on Fox, episode number 4. This was the February 7th episode. This was Octagon Jr. versus Ray Phoenix versus Dragon Lee versus Chad Gable in a mask. It was really good. I went 3.5. Really solid, fun match. It's the best match I've seen on any of these AAA shows, but like with those 4 guys, it's like, yeah, I mean, this is probably going to be a really good match. And it was. You got to see a Ray Phoenix who was actually like interested in wrestling in like an important way because he was given the opportunity to.
Ray Phoenix. I didn't realize he was in AAA.
Yeah, He's back.
No.
They have nothing to do with him in the main roster, so Mark Calloway's going to figure it out. The only movie I watched in the past week was a movie we watched last night for Monday. I think I've said it before, but the Monday thing is we're watching Oscar-nominated movies for this year. You can probably tell from watching Sentimental Value and last week, If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. So this week, we watched Blue Moon. Blue Moon, starring Ethan Hawke, Richard Linklater, nominated. Ethan Hawke nominated for an Oscar.
Haven't heard a single word of praise yet
About Blue Moon?
from you.
It was, Scotty, I'll tell you this much. Let me pull up my thing. It was an amazing movie.
Wow.
Ethan Hawke 100% deserves to at least be nominated. Arguably, maybe the winner. You can make an argument. You can make an argument, but there's already Timothée Chalamet is also doing such a great performance, so I get it. He should at least be nominated. I have Blue Moon ranked 9th on my favorite movie of the list. The movie that it beat out was Train Dreams, dropping the 10. So Blue Moon getting ranked number 9. My top movies of 2025.
Number 9, my lord.
Yeah, great movie. So it's sandwiched in between Train Dreams and Marty Supreme is where Blue Moon is. So shout us out.
Marty Supreme. I've seen some people really like Train Dreams.
Yeah, it's a good solid movie. Good solid movie. I've heard people that really like it, and then I've also heard people that when they watch it more times, they end up hating it, which is an interesting thing.
I can see that play.
Yeah, it's a nice little vibe. I feel like once you get past the vibe, there probably isn't much there, but the vibe is fun.
Once you get past the vibe,
the vibe isn't fun because it's about mourning his dead wife and family.
Spoiler! Actually, it's been out long enough. If you haven't seen it, it's your fault.
Yeah, so there's that. but I digress. That's it for this week's episode of Ring Post Radio. Thank you, everybody, for listening to this latest episode, watching us online. Subscribe to the podcast wherever you get podcasts. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Leave us a like, comment, review wherever you get podcasts. Subscribe to us on social media if you dare. That is it for this week's episode. Like I already said, we're going to talk about New Beginning in USA next week. We're going to talk about the Elimination Chamber and, of course, the box. What's in the box? And then, a little bit of Fantastica Mania and whatever else happens in the crazy, kooky world that is professional wrestling. Big news drops at the last minute.
Fightful reported that Chris Jericho's contract is currently frozen with AEW.
Well, yeah, he's in the shipping process, so he's not owned by other. He's not owned. Currently frozen with AEW. What the heck does that mean?
The belief from those around Jericho and AEW is that his deal was frozen after he took time off in 2025.
So because he took time off, they're delaying his arrival, his contract expiration.
Or hear me out. The funniest result, they come to a new deal and he stays.
Yes.
That is something I'm not taking off the table.
I fully agree. I'm taking it out of the crate and putting it on the table.
Pair him with the inspiration. All right, see ya. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody, for watching this week's episode of Ring Post Radio. We'll be back.
Bye, guys.
Goodbye, everybody. Enjoy your Taco Bell.